So in case of a label for loop, what you're doing here, so whenever I just want to break the particular for loop, so in case of a nested for loop, you will be having a for loop inside for loop. Generally you will be giving a break. What will happen, that is that doesn't have any idea which for loop is going to be end, right? So for that I'm just specifically mentioning, just close the inner for loop, right? So that case I'll be giving bb, because inner for loop name is bb, the outer for loop name is aa, right? So that case I'm just going ahead the value how it is actually terminates a loop, right? So now listen carefully, what would be the value of here. So a equal to 1, okay, a equal to 1 condition true, that case we'll be going with b equal to 1. So b equal to 1 condition true, b less than 3, okay. So getting inside here, so b 1 equal to 2, what will happen, no, fail. So you'll be going with the value initialization here is what, printing value is 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 2, you'll be getting, okay. So because a1 b1, next incrementing the b value incremented less than 2, true, again 2 equal to 2, that's case what will happen, this inner for loop will be break, okay. So you'll be printing only 2. So next time again you will be incrementing the value a equal to 2. So a equal to 2, so outer for loop is didn't broke, right? So that is why I'm just directly going in with the outer for loop value 2. So 2 less than 2 is true, less than or equal to 2 is true. So that case I'll be going again with the, so here b value is not accepted. So again a value equal to 2, p value equal to 1. I'm just checking. So 1 less than 3, true. Again it will be coming here 1 equal to 2, false. So I'll be adding the value and I'll be printing here as 3. So again I'll be going with b equal to 2. What will happen? That case again if 2 equal to 2, true. So you'll be breaking the inner for loop. So you'll be getting only 2 values, right? So let me save this and run the module labeled for labeled for Java LWD, learn with Durga. So we'll got 2 values. What are those? 2 and 3. So I hope everyone clear with this. So after labeled for loop, you have a one more config that is labeled for loop. Each for each loop. Okay. So for each loop is nothing but as compared to the previous cases. Okay. So you guys will be having three different parts. That is initialization, increment or decrement, and condition, right? So three part will be there. So but in case of a for each loop, you will be having only two data. Okay. For example, I have a int array. Okay. So this array is going to have a 5 element. I need to traverse this array. So I'm just giving a syntax as, I'm just giving a syntax, listen properly, for inside a first element. So what is an element? And colon, what is a array name, right? So array or any collection name. Okay. So you are just giving a name of the container. What is my name of the container? Array a. Okay. So next I'll be giving a element inside is, what are the element? Int element, that's it. Okay. Int I have mentioned. So here that is nothing but a elements. Okay. So here I'm not focusing on a index 0 starting from 0 to array length minus 1. So that length you are not taking. What you're taking here, element. If element is there, then you just print it. Okay. So that's what I'm doing here. First I'm checking first element. It's not going to be start with a 0. First element is going to be first element there. Yes. So it will print the element. So 10. Okay. It is not going to print a 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. It is not going to print. So you will be getting a first element. Okay. 0th index, first element. Second index, second element. Third element, third index. Fourth element, fourth index. Fifth element, fifth index. Okay. So instead of this, suppose if you have given a value as a of I. So that case, what will happen? That we'll discuss now. Okay. For each loop is going to have a first type of the element inside a for loop and the container name. So what is the container? Okay. So in case of a stack operation, this is very much important. For loop, question number 4. Underscore 4. Java LWD only. LWD class, learn with Durga. So you got the value 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. But if suppose you have mentioned this as A of 5, so that case, what will happen? Discuss now. So this time,
So what is actually will happen here, it is going to take a value a of 0 to a of 4. So a of 4 is going to be end with 50. But I have already mentioned you, this I is not an index value. This is going to be the element inside the container, right? So at last you will be having a value a of 5. So that case, what will happen? You'll be getting an error, array index out of bound exception. Okay. So now you'll be getting a error. 1 minute. I've saved. Sorry. 1 minute. Java LTD. Yes. So during compile time, you won't get error. Runtime, you will be getting an error because compile time, the syntax and all fine. So whenever you are going to iterate it, that time only you will be having a index value, right? So compile time, the syntax and all fine. Everything is fine. Runtime, what will happen? I value starting from 1 to 5. It's not from 0 to 4. So what will happen? That case, the last index value is not going to be there. So that is array index out of bound exception. So you'll be getting an error. Okay. So you get only a test statement. So this is for each loop. Okay. So shall we go ahead with the next loop?